We need to know. One truth and only one. People, tell me, you know the truth. What?
Garlic is the sun.
Good, you guys get me, huh? You get it. It happens once in a while where I'm singing that song and people look at me like, what the fuck are you talking about? Garlic is the what? Yeah. Well, it's people who like to cook, you understand, you know? You need to orient yourself in some way. Let's see. Yeah, give me an idea. What next?
Parking lot.
Parking lot.
Yeah.
All right. I like that. Now we're getting serious. These are serious songs. Things fall to pieces and I'm happy about it. Happy about it. Happy about it. Hear the people screaming in their respective houses. Respective houses. Respective mouses. I don't need to die in no field of green. No, I don't really care a lot. I don't know exactly what you've seen, but I'm at peace in your parking lot. I don't wish for summertime, waiting for sunshine. I like the nighttime. I see my own light there inside the blue and rising summer moonlight. Or blink the blue light in your room, right? I don't need to die for no castle wall or tears you cry for Camelot. I would be surprised if I cared at all, 'cause I'm at peace in your parking lot. Set your Moses on mountains high, ravens crying nevermore. Pouring my feet at some grand ravine. Maybe I see more in your dresser drawer. Should I state my reasons just to have you hate me? You're so irate, man. You're so exterior. If you should discover them, please remember that I'm a member. Nothing in particular. I didn't show for no royal grace or wars on economic thought. No, I wouldn't show just to run your race, man. I'm at peace in your parking lot. Everything you worked this life for, so chalk another up to experience. Honestly and breathless, force the grand appearance. Keep aware of who's moving near us. I don't need to die in his field of green. No, I don't really care a lot. Would it be so wrong just to say that all I want is peace in your parking lot? I'm at peace in your parking lot. I'm at peace in your parking lot. I'm at peace in your parking lot. Yes, it's even more appropriate, that song. I wrote that song when I was much younger, before I was living in a van. I had no idea what was in store for me. I was like, this is amazing, really? I'm going to spend 20 years driving around in a van? Wow, that's great. You never know. There's a certain thing, I mean, I'm sure as a songwriter, you know, that you have like psychic moments as a songwriter. and you like write a song and you think like, I don't know what the hell I wrote that song about. And then about 10 years later, you're like, oh shit, yeah, that's what it's about, huh? Yeah. And I remember thinking that one time, and I was like, that's why hip hop guys write songs that are like, money, 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 money coming, money's coming in. You know, and you're like, oh, that's a song I should have wrote. Instead of, you know, instead of like, you know, my song's like heartbreak, heartbreak, frustration. You know, it's like, oh, here it comes. Oh, look, 10 years down the road, here it is. That song means so much. Confusion, confusion. What the fuck am I doing? Yes, indeed. And so I'll play a Bo Diddley song next. Hey, Mona. Ooh, Mona. Hey, Mona. Is that your name? Ooh, Mona. Mona, baby, what you gonna do when I build my house right next to you? Mona, baby, will you come out front? Feel my heart go bumpity bump. Mona, baby, will you come outside? We'll go kissing on through the blinds. Hey, Mona. Ooh, Mona. Hey, 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 Mona. Ooh, Mona. Mona, baby, what you gonna do when I'm in the house right next to you? Mona, baby, it's no lie. Without your loving, I surely die. Without your loving, I surely die. Down the road, come with your good partner. Knocked down as could be. Knocked down loaded. Said these words to me. Said 6 months, it ain't no sense. Said 1 year, it ain't no time. My friends down in Angola, doing 1 year to 99. I'm gonna pull my gun and ratchet. I'm pouring my watch and chain. I'm pouring my little darling. But the girl's too smart to sign a name. I said, hey, Mona. Ooh, Mona. Hey, 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 Mona. Ooh, Mona. I said, Mona, baby, it's no lie. Without your loving, I surely die. Mona, baby, baby, it's no lie. Without your loving, I surely die. Without your loving, I surely die. Without your loving, I surely die. Let's play some tunes together. This made me think of Joe strumming it. So Ian, I call Ian up and I say, or I write him a text and I say, yeah, what do you say, Winnipeg? Can it happen, you know? And he's like, well, it seems to fall into the time of year that you can visit. Seems good. We have a few months till October. It's gonna work. So what do you want to play?
Why don't you tell people about the hippos?
Oh, yeah? Oh, okay.
That's a good one.
I like that. I should play bass on this one.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I just gotta say, this is a beautiful cast of people here tonight. This is awesome. Thank you for coming out. Very cool. Very cool. I know it's kind of like a blessing in disguise that Vic gets to play a show like this because we didn't book a big venue for him, but you get this kind of intimate experience. And well, he's kind of guy that like thrives in each situation, but this type of intimate situation is it's so much fun.
I agree. And I don't thrive in all situations.
No?
There's many situations that it's like, why is Vic not thriving here? Lots of people are asking that question all around the world. They're going, I don't understand. Well, Vic, what's the matter with you? Why are you not thriving? A lot of girls, a lot of different people, you know, jobs, old jobs. We really thought you were going to thrive in the tile department. We really thought that. Assistant beekeeper. We thought you would be thriving here. Instead, you might be allergic.
Wait, am I in tune?
Oh, you're playing E flat?
I'm bad with bass notes.
Let me tell you, back before tuners, I can talk. That's the one thing I can do. Back before tuners, I was the Slackers tuner. I used to tune everybody's instruments on stage, combat conditions.
How long have the Slackers been around?
The Slackers, well, back then.
Before tuners.
Before tuners.
Yeah.
That's right. Almost before tuna fish. No. But before electronic tuners were easy enough to buy for $15 in the music store, they used to be really expensive. It was like only really cool, actually only bass players had them, because bass being a hard instrument to tune live, because you're trying to hear that note. And you're like, what the hell is that? It's like, I don't know, the truck's driving by, I can't hear the note right. It's like, yeah, so if you were like a really cool guy in a band that was, like a bass player, you were like the coolest bass player in New York, you'd get this it was like a rack mount. And I had this big, long thing that was like, it looked like, remember, what was that movie with, that TV show with the, no, oh yeah, like Knight Rider. It was I was thinking about the one with the robots that were like, zhong, zhong, zhong. Battlestar Galactica, yeah. So it looked like that to me, or Knight Rider for that matter, where it was like, zhong, 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 and you'd be playing the bass and you'd look back and you'd go like, oh, that's an E. It is in fact an E that I'm playing, But it cost like $500 back then. It was like nobody had a tuner. Yeah. Go figure, right? And now it's like $15. You buy one of those little things you clip to the headstock. It's unbelievable. Life is so fucking easy. And we dare complain about anything. I was talking to this old guy. He's about 70-something years old in New York, and I was complaining about things. And he goes, "You shouldn't complain about anything, man." He goes, "This is like the best time to be alive ever in the history of humanity." And I was like, "What?" And he goes like, "Yeah, man." He goes, "Look around, man." He's like, "You kids, you got it so easy. You got it so easy." And I'm thinking, yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. Keith and Tex. What good times is. And they'll tell you, you're living the good times, man. What a terrible sight we could find to see the center of the earth open wide. Oh, you better tighten up your girth and tell what you heard. Jump like a bird and run to the rocks and hide. Oh, you better tighten up your girth, tell what you heard. Jump like a bird and run to the rocks and hide. What a terrible sight it could be to see the hippos walk from the sea. Then you better tighten up your girth, tell what you heard. Jump like a bird and run to the rocks and hide. Oh Lord, you better tighten up your girth, tell what you heard. Jump like a bird and run to the rocks and hide. Oh yeah. So we asked Keith and Tex. We said, what the hell is a gird, man? They said, hey, man, it was the 60s. It's a girdle, man. Sometimes you want to go out and dress like Renaissance and stuff like that. And I was like, well, that's heavy, man. I wish I lived in the 60s. I could go out and dress Renaissance. I said, but tell me, more importantly, what about this line about the hippos? And Keith goes, well, the hippos, they don't come from the sea, man. And Tex goes, if you see the hippos coming out of the sea, you better get out of there. What a terrible sight it could be, to see the hippos walk from the sea. Oh, then you better tighten up your girth, tell what you heard. Jump like a bird and run to the rocks and hide. Oh Lord, you better tighten up your girth, tell what you heard. Jump like a bird and run to the rocks and hide. Oh yeah. I said you better tighten up your girth. I said tell what you heard. Tighten up your girth. Reggae sounds. Look out for the hippos. That's right. There's heavy stuff you discover playing reggae. A lot of heavy things. You know, not just to mention psychedelic clothing and the truth about hippos. When you play reggae, you start to get biblical. You know, you listen to Prince Buster,
and you listen to like all these like crazy like mystical reggae cats, and they're talking about stuff. You're like, what are you talking about? I better start reading the Bible. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on. I better like, what the hell's going on? Let me learn some of this shit. I mean, I went to Catholic school, so I got some creepy mysticism that comes along with me. It's there. I'm into like, I go into like churches that have like human skulls and bones and stuff. It's like, that's Catholics. We're like that. Yeah, Catholics were weird. I remember one of the guys in my band, he grew up like nothing. He grew up like atheist, and we go into this church, and it's like that. He's like, what is going on here? Why are there bones everywhere? And I'm like, oh, those are the bones of the like saints and martyrs and stuff like that. He's like, what are these statues? These statues are really weird. Like, what is that, like the saint of saws? I'm like, no. The reason that saint's holding a sword is because it means he was like sawed to death. He's like, yo, man, this is like voodoo or something like that. And I thought, no, man, it's Catholicism. It's like, this is like straight, It's like, wait, there's nothing weird about this. Is there anything weird about this? It's like, oh yeah, it's the saint that's the saint, not the saint of bowling balls. That's the guy who was bowled to death. Come on, everybody knows this. Anyway.
With it.
All right.
You must be good.
Sure.
Do you want to play guitar or you play bass on this?
Whichever.
You play bass on this. I feel like you have the bass player on this.
Okay.
And me, I don't actually.
Come on, be good.
So
I went back to my Bible roots, and I was like, well, if Prince Buster can sing about it, I can sing about it. Let's see.
What key we do in? F?
A, you want to do
E?
A, then you want to do
A, right.
Cool. And I figure I can do Slackers songs here, because the Slackers never come to Winnipeg. So if you guys want to hear Slackers songs, just ask for sure.
The nurse.
Okay, we can do that next. And you're gonna play bass on it. Ha ha!
Let's see. Is that how it sounds?
Yeah.
Right. Must be good, so that you can sleep at night, and you must be good, so that your mama can hold you tight, and you can't be bad, or the devil come lick you up. Hey, you must be good, don't let him trick you. Oh, every day tempted by temptation, and every night by another situation. But you must be wise and recognize all the devil come pull you down in a girlish disguise. So you must be good, that you can sleep at night, and you must be good, so that your mama can hold you tight, and you can't be bad, or the devil come lick you up. Hey, babe, you must be good, no, don't let him trick